Hello, I'm Stephen Meade. My WetRock. I'm often asked, boy, how did that idea pop in your head? And it's really a simple but funny story. I had just read an article recently about Australian problem with water and all of these challenges in Australia. And the article said, do one of three simple things. Well, they thought it was simple, maybe in Australia. Number one, pee outside. Number two, pee in the shower. And number three, don't flush the toilet. And I thought to myself, wow, well, pee outside, okay, don't get caught. Pee in the shower, yeah, let's go for the not flush the toilet. And I was actually on that kick for a little while because I was aware of the problems with water and thought, wow, if I could do my part, let's not flush the toilet. Well, it worked for a while. Here was the challenge. I walked into a bathroom I had, and the toilet in that room unfortunately hadn't been flushed for maybe 3 or 4 days. And unfortunately, it was a little gross. And I thought, wow, this just isn't going to work. So what popped in my head? I'm the type of guy that says, what's the quickest point to a solution? Let's solve it as quick as I can. And thinking old-fashioned, I went, well, maybe I can just go find a brick and throw a brick in the toilet. Right? A lot of us may have heard that when you throw a brick in the toilet, what it actually does is it just displaces a volume of water. And I thought, wow, that'd be a simple solution, right? Brick in the toilet, I can still flush, I won't feel guilty because regardless of whether I feel guilty or not, I still have to flush the toilet. Then I thought, wow, there's a problem. I don't have a brick. I live in the city, it's Los Angeles. And so I started thinking again and went, what's my next point of resolution? Aha! Outside I have these river rocks. And they're these kind of gray rocks, and a lot of you guys have them in your garden, and I thought, that's it. I'll just get a rock. And if I throw the rock in the top of the water, it's kind of like a brick. And I got to thinking, well, wait a minute. That rock, for those of us who are old enough to remember, looks kind of like the old pet rock, right? If you remember, the pet rock was a box and a rock and a brochure and the little gray rock you took out. And I thought, wow, those rocks look like a pet rock. Ah, but if I drop it in the water, it's not a pet rock, it's a wet rock. That was the genesis of the idea for my WetRock. And what I found is the minute that synapse is fired, I know myself so well. And I went, oh no, don't do this. Don't. And I couldn't stop myself. And within 15 minutes, I was at my office. I spent the next 2.5 hours researching pet rock, wet rock, water conservation, types of applications in a toilet, how you save water, how all of these things came rushing in a span of a few hours, and I found myself being drawn into this idea of wet rock, saving the environment one flush at a time. So if you ever want to know how the idea came about, that was it. Thank you to the article from Australia, Gary Dahl and the pet rock, but my idea wet rock, saving the environment one flush at a time.